India is one of the leading tipper body and auto part manufacturer ANG industry. They are now setting up new tone. They are trying to revive their aftermarket and enhance their export to counter the slowdown that they have gone through in India. Welcome to the show, Mr.
Thank you so
Singh.
much. Thank
Could you
you.
please tell us what is your strategy? Because we see you are mostly into MNSCV and tipper segment, which has not been doing so well because of the policy changes, because mining was not happening, commercial vehicle sales was down. How do you now plan to gear up for the growth?
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. I think the strategy is very simple. I think we are looking at two segments primarily to de-risk sort of our business. First is to revive our penetration and increase our penetration in the aftermarket space in US, Europe, Latin America. And the second segment that we are entering into is the forestry and the agricultural domain, again specifically for the export market and the domestic market. So I think with these two integrations, or I would say, the new ventures that we are undertaking, new increase in production capabilities, I think will kind of help us to de-risk the slowdown, if at all, if it continues in the Indian market to a large extent. But however, I think our gut feel is that with the new opportunities that are coming in with the new government, I think two sectors in India which will really give a boost to the CV sector. First is the infra, and the second is the mining sector. If these two sectors open up, which we are quite expectant that they will, I think that will be a huge fillip for the CV market to revive.
So, you are reviving into aftermarket also. What are the product category that you are going to enter, and which are the market you will start with?
See, product categories, our specialization is always been in the truck and trailer space. So I think we would definitely want to remain in those. But within those two, within the truck and trailer space, there are different applications which we are now targeting. I mean, suspension is something which we are really looking forward. So we are talking to a couple of major aftermarket players. Front axle applications is what we are looking at. The air brakes and again the disc brake components, which we have not done for Europe and we are now trying to get into. And the second thing which I was mentioning is agri space. So agri and off-highway application is something which we are looking at, not only for the OEM as well as the distributor channel.
So, what's your current contribution from exports in terms of revenue, and how do you see it changing in the coming year? And if you start focusing only on the exports, do you think it is right choice? Because India is a market which is going to grow, so you need to have presence in the local market also. So, how are you planning to balance these two?
Well, export, to answer your first question, export is basically constituting around 33% of our total sales. And the projection or the target for us is to increase it to at least more than 55%. And to answer your second question in terms of it surely will be a very balanced growth. We are not going to neglect the Indian industry, because in India we are doing aggregates. We are not doing any components in India. So I think it's a very clear strategy. Component growth will happen in exports and aggregate growth will happen in the Indian domestic market.
So, what is your current revenue share from exports and Indian market, if I may say so?
Like I said, it's around export is around 33% and the balance comes from the OEM Indian space. So I would say going forward, I think that mix is going to increase definitely.
Do you, do you see? Do you want to diversify, or you want to stick to the same segment? Because it's always to have a diversified business. Because if one is going down, you can recover from the other side, or you have another plan for de-risking.
No, I think we would like to stick to our core competence, which is not only auto component but aggregate manufacturing also. I think so. We have another vertical which is a pretty unknown vertical, which is into heavy fabrication. So I think we are pretty de-risked, and we're just waiting for the market to revive, I think.
So, going forward, what kind of investment plan you have? Do you think, because we see that MSCV segment has almost bottomed out, what kind of growth do you see? And going by that, we will grow. What kind of investment plans you have, and how do you see your turnover to be?
I think investment plans are definitely getting lined up, and like you rightly said, the market is totally at the bottom today, and I think our investments will go in sync with the requirements of the customer. So as such, we have not really laid down any capex plans in the near future, but I think we will take a call once the market goes up. And we are definitely surely projecting a minimum increase of at least 22% in revenue over this year's number compared to the next year number. So let's see. That's not a forward-looking statement. We were at around 160 crores, ANG Industries. This year we hope to end at least 180 crores.
What kind of expectations do you have from the budget for SME sectors, SME manufacturers? How can they boost up these sector, because this constitute a very large part of the industry and it gives a lot of employment. What are the area where the government can give boost?
I think budget, the major expectation, like you rightly said, MSME employs a lot of people, and I think if you look at the ACMA numbers also, the number of small SMEs who contribute to the entire export out of India is pretty phenomenally high. I think from an SME perspective, I think two things which we would look at is obviously the GST is a very important part, and second thing, rationalization of the excise structure. I think we need to know where we stand in terms of these frequent chop and changes and subventions. I think make a difference. And I think, primarily from our perspective, I think these two things are absolutely important, for the SME sector also to kind of have some sort of stability. And obviously the interest rates, I think that's the biggest thing an SME would look forward is reduction in interest rates going forward.
Thank you so much for talking to ET Auto. Thank you.